Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. We're taking a look here at eGold, seeing what's going on here. And this one is very, very interesting. We actually got a fundamental catalyst to push the price action up here. If you're kind of curious what that is, I wasn't sure at first. I scratched my head, then one of our community members was able to kind of answer the question for us. Thank you, Berlusconi. It says, on Sunday, MutiversX eGold erupted, surging by 40%. It struck roughly $56 last business in November. Okay, so we haven't seen this price point in over a year. The surge was interested in AI-related cryptocurrencies likely just contributed to the price gains during the session. Okay, so in October, news hit the wires of Google Cloud and partnering with Metaverse and Web3 for AI. So that has a lot to do with this here. So keep that in mind. This is a fundamental type of catalyst that kind of pushed the price action higher. Typically, I don't like trading these kind of things because I was asking, when are we going to short this coin? And in truth, I'm a little apprehensive, honestly, because coins like this can actually wreck you pretty hard, pretty fast, just because they can keep running. So we're going to take a look at smaller time frames, kind of identify, we'll draw some new Fibonacci retracement levels here, and kind of see how much more of a pullback this could have, but also how much of an increase we could as well see if it continues to surge further upwards, okay? All right, so those are all things I'd like to kind of look at. So just a quickly note on the daily, this is something that's very, very standard. In other words, when you see previous resistance levels tested, they're commonly going to be rejected the first time. We can kind of see here the one-day candlestick closures here for roughly 5 trading days, and this was back in February of this year. We are seeing the price action right there at about $52.50, round number $52 as a close approximate, where the price action is just kind of hanging out right there. Okay. In other words, that's where the price wicked up, rejected initially because that was the previous most highest point where the price could go. Okay. Now again, it's not always a guarantee that you hit those previous highs. I mean, obviously you missed these two as well. But just knowing that that is a place in which the daily candlestick couldn't close above, that 52.50 plus or minus is a very important level to kind of pay attention to. Okay, so just moving forward, we want to look at that. Let's look at the moving averages and see we're above all three. That's fantastic news. That's a very bullish sign, of course. We have been for some time, but the truth is we're on the right side of the tracks. We need to acknowledge that. We also want to look here at the money flow index and the RSI. We can see the price action is very, very high here at 90. Okay, so last time this coin hit 90 on the RSI was, let's see here, back in February of 2021 when the price action was doing this for the first time ever. Okay, so it had a massive, massive uprising, about 250% in like 4 trading days. So obviously the RSI was ramping up pretty hard. Okay, and that was when the RSI is at 90, 95. Okay, so again, just kind of giving you perspective. When it did that, look what the result was. Okay? Price action inevitably came down. And we see another instance here where this is about 85 on the RSI. Price action came down afterwards. Okay, again, a bit of an overextension, but you got to keep in mind these are days of continuation, not just one candlestick. Okay, not just one day. So while we are overextended, yes, this being day number 1, I would hesitate and urge caution not to short into this because it hasn't reached its full maturity yet. Okay? Again, it's not a guarantee, but it's a statistical probability that the price action will probably stay where it's at or go higher based on the large amount of volume coming into this coin, for one. And for two, just the obvious fact of the matter is here, it's kind of new into this push. Again, if we do look at TD sequential, we can see we're overextended, but that is not a significant amount of increase leading into it, just kind of a nice, slow, steady pace. Okay, now it just took off. Okay, so again, all the more reason to exercise caution and be very, very careful in trading against this coin. Now, am I saying to go long? Generally speaking, it's best to go long in situations like this. I know it seems kind of crazy and weird and counterintuitive, but for the most part, this coin has much more propensity to increase than decrease, just based on the histories of how things start pumping. And right now, we're in that kind of market where random coins are just taking off and they're not looking back. Okay, so again, if you're going to go long, not a high amount of leverage. Just keep it small. Like with our trade signals that we send in our community, small trade signals, they're like what? For example, 31%, that's a 5x leverage trade, 5x leverage. We really only 10x leverage for, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Again, these are all signals that I share with my community as part of my premium group, so link down below if you want to join. I do also offer trading academy or university videos that really just teach you how to be a better trader. So let's talk about the retracement though, okay? This is a potential reality here. So truth is the price action very well could continue to pull back, and if it does, there's 3 main areas that typically happen, okay? It's 0.32, 0.5, 0.618. You've seen these before in my videos. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thanks again. I'm not a financial advisor, by the way, but I do love teaching people to trade. And I can tell you that in this scenario here, there's 3 potential realities, and we've already kind of touched one of them. Okay, we already came down at 0.382, so there's a decent chance the bottom's already in. If we take a look at the amount of volume, look at how much volume is right here at this level. That's a phenomenal amount of volume at this highest point. A lot of times you'll see volume push up and then it dissipates as it goes higher. But right now we actually see the highest amount of volume at the current price point. That is unusual. So again, all the more reason why this shorting into this coin is not necessarily the best idea. Last but not least, let's take a look at the hourly and kind of see. This is going to be kind of, well, I wouldn't say humorous, but generally speaking, the Ichimoku cloud is letting us know that we're free and clear of price action. We got the momentum. Our average here, our moving average essentially based on the cloud itself, is right there at 0.382, big surprise. And of course, the sweet spot, 0.5. So if the price does end up pulling back, there's a decent chance we'll see some consolidation right here in the level of 42.75 upwards of 44.75. Sorry, I misspoke, 42.25 to 44.75. Okay, so that's kind of the range that we're looking at here. All the more reason to be just very careful and cautious in how you trade. I personally don't like to trade into anything like this, just based on the fact that there's a lot of fundamentals going on in the background. And sometimes logic goes out the window, and TA can render itself less effective when you have these fundamental catalysts, when everyone has these, FOMO, and they're FOMOing in, and there's just a lot of manipulation, unfortunately, too, in the back end as well. So I try not to do it or touch it. Keep in mind, it's what typically a buy the rumor, sell the news scenario. So this could be very well be the news that you may want to consider selling. And if you're in profit, it wouldn't hurt to take profit. But keep in mind, this coin does have tremendous potential, and we're barely scratching the surface of what this coin could do. Just a thought. All right, hope that made sense for you. If it did, comment below, like, subscribe, follow. Please help us comment and like these videos, because it really gets YouTube kind of on track, letting them know that I actually have some valuable content. Again, those are the words of my members, not necessarily myself. But again, been trading for a long time. I hope you learned something here today. CryptoCash.tech is a site. Link down below if you want to check out our results. It's on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord, as well as just awesome stuff here available for you if you'd like to consider joining. Looking forward to working with you. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.